Hey, folks, thanks so much for joining me here on Wave Now. I'm Myra Ansari. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. We are going live to the Ford Kentucky truck plant where they're celebrating the unveiling of the 2025 Ford Expedition. So they're giving us a look at the Expedition that's made here in Wave Country. So very excited for the men and women who put their hard work and effort into giving us a look at this vehicle today. So they're having a press conference that's going to be starting in just a few minutes. A lot of notable figures are going to be here today. The CEO of Ford, Jim Farley, is going to be speaking and giving us a look at the Ford Expedition. So I wanted to bring you this press conference and stand by as we wait for it to get started.
Mike, look at all of these people. I told you it would be packed, and it's packed. I thought there'd be more people here. Hello, Ford family. My name is James. This is my very good friend and co-worker, Mike. We hired in here at ATP in June of 1993. So we're in the twilight. Our job today is to get everyone here excited about this show. I thought of an analogy. There's a lot of Kentuckian people here, but if you've never been to the Derby, Churchill Downs, on Derby Day, you have to experience it. Here's why. There are multiple races before the Kentucky Derby. The excitement, the noise, the anticipation builds after every race. But it's not until the 11th race, when it's ended, and they flash official on the tote board, the excitement goes up 50-fold. It is palpable. You can feel it in your skin, in your bones. It is not because of all the other races. They're over. It's because of the anticipation. And that's what we're here to do today. Now, it's almost time. In a few minutes, we are going to broadcast Kentucky Truck Plant to the world. Exactly. But before we do all that, we want to let you all be the first to see something very, very special. Now, I don't need to tell you what's coming down the backstretch in a few days.
It's Derby time. Ford is using the world's greatest horse race to highlight the work that all of us do to build America's greatest cars, SUVs, and trucks. And when you think of fast horses in America, your mind goes to two things: the 3-year-olds at Churchill Downs and the Ford Mustangs out on the road. So let's take a look at this new commercial highlighting the folks who assembled the Mustang at our Flat Rock plant in Michigan.
This is the Ford Flat Rock Assembly Plant, home of the Mustang. The dark horse, the GT, the GTD. Horsepower runs through this building. Every day, we assemble America's favorite sports car. And today, we proudly sponsor America's favorite horse race.
Some are made to be wild and off-road. And that's why Ford is highlighting our brothers and sisters at the Michigan Assembly Plant, where they bring the world Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport.
This is the Ford Michigan Assembly Plant. America's off-road legend is assembled here. 12 punch his head. The Bronco is born kicking. A horse inspired us to conquer the great outdoors. And today, we celebrate the horses racing to conquer the Derby.
it's nice to race a pony and take it off road.
How are we going to get it there?
Maybe they know how they get there. Who built a truck strong enough to haul up to 40,000 pounds of horse trailer? Who? I can't hear you. Who?
That's right, we do.
Right here in Kentucky, the Super Duty State.
Home of the Derby and home of the greatest trucks on earth.
Our very own Kentucky Truck Plant.
This is the Ford Kentucky Truck Plant. Within these walls, we assemble the trucks that move America. We started here in 1969. Today, we're the largest vehicle manufacturer in Kentucky, and we employ the most hourly auto workers in the country. We call Kentucky home. And when you're from here, the Derby is in your blood.
When that alarm clock goes off at 4:30, it's like, let's go in. I love doing whatever it takes to get the job done. That's it. Born here, raised here. I was working in a dish room since I was 15, almost 16 years old. Soggy feet. The only thing we hired in Louisville was Philip Morris, the post office, and Ford. And I tried my luck, and believe it or not, 30 years later, almost 32 years later, that decision made. Well, in 2005, they diagnosed me with PSC. It's a rare liver disease. I get the call from the transplant center. We think we have that match for you. I looked at the pictures after I left the hospital, and to see the waiting rooms, to see the people in there, from the plant manager to the operators, everyone, the KT, it was incredible. It hit for me. You know, it's an attitude of gratitude because of the commitment they made to me and my family, to have them stay on the side, and they're all getting a return on their investment. They invested in me, so I'm giving them a full return.
Ford's provided a good living for my family. My kids were able to go to college.
Me and my wife ran into each other here. Here we are. We got 3 kids and 10 years in here.
I was retired for 8 months. They asked if I would come back if I would like to help, and I jumped at the chance.
The people out there are like a big family. We look out for each other, we help each other. I absolutely love everybody I work with.
We're all here for the same thing. You're here for your family, you're here for the best product.
Being part of American manufacturer, it's great. You see people driving these expeditions, and they're proud of it. And I'm proud of them to say, hey, man, I had hands on that unit.
The best never rests. So let's go to work. Let's get it done.
From Kentucky.
For America.
For America.
From Kentucky for America.
Wow. Wow. You talk about an attitude of gratitude. Let's give yourselves a great hand for being here today. Come on, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. I'm gonna clap it up because it's been 2 years that we've been working on this expedition, and now we're finally bringing it back home. Number 2, well, I'll tell you 2 later. But anyway, hello, my name is Leon Nelson. Hey, KTP, who really showed up ready for today? For those who don't know me, my name is Leon Nelson. I am a proud auto worker right here at Kentucky Truck Plant. I've lived in Louisville all of my life. I've met my wife here when I was 6 years old, believe it or not. And she rolled up on the big wheel as I was standing out there in front of my house
So today is our 31st wedding anniversary. So I think I'm gonna have her rolling out on a Bronco here shortly. Kentucky Truck Plant has been a part of my foundation since I started working here in 1993. And it was the best decision I ever made. It felt like I won the lottery when I walked through those turnstiles at Gate 6. This plant has been a part of the fabric of Louisville and Kentucky since 1969. We've been here providing jobs in the community and vehicles for our country. I've dedicated my career to this plant. And now my daughters, who previously worked here, India and Asia, they worked here. Now they're on the other side of the town. But my son works here on B Crew on the frame line. It's an honor to have you all here today. The true success of Kentucky Truck Plant comes from every level, from the assembly line to the State House. So I'm particularly proud to welcome the man who served as Kentucky's House Majority Leader for 13 years and is now a senior advisor to the great Uncle Andy, Governor Beshear. Please give a warm KT plea welcome to the Honorable Rocky Atkins.
From Kentucky for America. If that doesn't give you chill bumps, you don't have a pulse. I am honored to be here today. Thank you all so much. Leon, thank you for that wonderful introduction, and what a powerful video and the introduction. I want to thank you again for that. Thank you for sharing your story. I love hearing about the way people support each other through good times and through bad times. That's what makes us strong as a community, and thank you for having me here today. And what an exciting event this is. So much hard work has been put forth, so much appreciated by Kentuckians all across Kentucky. It's an honor to join you and our fellow Kentuckians to celebrate the launch of the 2025 Ford Expedition. I enjoyed meeting many of you this morning and sharing my congratulations on this launch in person. Governor Beshear is unable to attend today, unfortunately, but he asked me to share a few words on his behalf. The Commonwealth of Kentucky recognizes and values Ford's contribution as a major employer and stalwart of American manufacturing. We salute the proud Kentuckians who work so hard to provide Americans with the Ford Expedition, the Lincoln Navigator, and the Ford Super Duty, vehicles that build our communities and transport our families. You are the horsepower of the auto industry in Kentucky, and you're showing America what's possible. I echo that sentiment, folks. It's no wonder Ford sponsors the greatest 2 minutes in sports, the Kentucky Derby, coming up this Saturday. I hope every Kentuckian feels the pride I do when I see a vehicle on the road, knowing it rolled off the line right here at the Ford Kentucky Truck Plant. Kentucky has a long history with Ford, longer than many of you may know. I'm an Eastern Kentuckian. I came out of the coal fields of Eastern Kentucky. I still live there. But the story you need to know is this one. The history is long and is deep between Kentuckians and between Ford. The coal that was mined that made the steel that built the Model T was mined in Pike County, Kentucky. That Model T was being assembled right here in Louisville as early as 1913. Our people mined the coal that fueled the expansion of Ford Motor Company. In the early 1900s, the Fordson Coal Company operated coal mines in eastern Kentucky that employed 1,500 miners each day. I'll give you one guess as to who owned the Fordson Coal Company. It was the one and only Mr. Ford that owned the Fordson Coal Company, Henry Ford. And today our people still work in factories, proving that Kentuckians get the job done. And we have top-notch manufacturers here in the Commonwealth. Matter of fact, over the last 5.5 years, since the governor has been in office, we have seen over $32.5 billion of private sector investment right here in Kentucky, and Ford has been a tremendous part of that. Give yourselves a big round of applause for that. So Kentucky's long history with Ford is still being written today. Kentucky has benefited massively from Ford's presence in our Commonwealth. This partnership, and we look at it as a partnership, it continues to grow. I would like to just say this: enjoy this well-deserved celebration. Enjoy from Kentucky for America. And now I take great pride in introducing the mayor of Louisville, Kentucky, Craig Greenberg. Thank you all for having me today.
Well, good afternoon, Ford. It is wonderful to be with all of you here today on this incredibly important week for us here in Louisville as we celebrate the Kentucky Derby. And this year, it's even more special. We have more than just thoroughbreds at the track to celebrate. We have thoroughbreds coming off the assembly line with the new 2025 Ford Expedition from Louisville, from Kentucky, for America. Congratulations and thank you. As you can probably tell from my t-shirt, the last time I was here, we were announcing a $700 million investment to expand capacity right here at the plant. And today, I'm excited to be back to welcome all of you to the greatest manufacturing company in the world, Ford Motor Company, right here in Louisville, Kentucky. Now, I know that I may be biased, but I strongly believe that this plant, the Kentucky truck plant, along with the Louisville Assembly plant just down the road, make the absolute best products in the world. This plant opened in 1969, spans more than 4 million square feet, and employs you all and 9,000 of your closest friends. Think about that. That's bigger than many American cities who are working right here in Louisville, Kentucky, to produce products for America. And I know that right here in Louisville, you all make some of the best-selling products in the entire Ford portfolio. So today, it's an honor to be with you as we celebrate the rollout of the newest offering that is built Ford tough with Louisville love. And that is the brand new 2025 Ford Expedition. And I have to say, I consider myself a bit of an expert on Ford Expeditions because I spend a lot of my time driving around this city every single day in a Ford Expedition. It's my mobile office. I feel safe in it. It's comfortable. I get a lot done. It is an amazing vehicle, and so I'm especially excited to check out this new model. So again, congratulations and thank you to each and every one of you, to all of your colleagues across Louisville, across Kentucky, and throughout Ford for making these amazing vehicles, for making these vehicles right here in Louisville, Kentucky for America. Thank you, Ford. Thank you to every member of the UAW. Thank you to everyone that's part of the Ford family here in Louisville. We value you. We appreciate you. We support you every day. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful Derby week. Congratulations, and thank you all very much. Thank you.
How's everybody? All right, Mayor. My name is Gladys Johnson. I'm a paint mixer here at the Ford plant. I have 48 years seniority. Number 3 in the plant. I might stay one more contract, okay? I raised 2 children. I have a son that's an engineer and a daughter that's a nurse. I've done my duty as a mother of America, okay? I started out in 1977. In my time, I've seen everything from the Cougar and the Thunderbird to the new Expedition. This place is special to me because the people here are special. We take pride in our work and pride in the legacy we share, all of us. Back in 1913, Henry Ford hired an employee number 389 at the Rouge plant in Michigan. And we have his grandson with us here today. So please join me in welcoming him to the stage, Chief Executive Officer of the Ford Motor Company, Mr. Jim Farley.
Gladys is a rock star, and you guys must be rock stars because we shut down the whole plant to have this event. That's very painful for a car company. So thank you, Bryce, for doing that. Gladys, you are amazing. Congratulations on 48 years with the company. We're so proud of you. And thank you, Rocky, Mayor Greenberg. It's great to be here with all of you. The Commonwealth and the city of Louisville have been great partners for Kentucky Truck and to Ford. And I'm excited to be here today for a lot of reasons. Kentucky makes the greatest baseball bats, the finest American whiskey, raises a lot of very fast thoroughbreds. It's known for some pretty good basketball teams. But in my book, Kentucky's greatest contribution to America happens right here at this plant. All the vehicles that are assembled here at KTP generate, listen to this, more revenue per year than Southwest Airlines, more revenue than Marriott globally, just from this one plant. It's a shining example of American manufacturing. As the mayor said, our team is 9,000 people strong, and you set the standard. I went through your metrics. Great job on safety, quality, cost, inventory, launch quality. Great job as a team. And you know how important these vehicles are to families and people across our country. There have been times in the history, actually, when I've been at the company, where we've actually airlifted parts from around the world to get to this plant to make sure it never shut down. That's how important this plant is to us. And all of you prove that American manufacturing can thrive and win, and you do it every day. It's the same story at Ford, across our operations in Michigan, Missouri, New York, and soon Tennessee and Ohio. And at Ford, we believe we can and we must build a strong manufacturing base in America. Our country cannot afford to lose the ability to build things. When a country was asked for Ford's help, world wars, pandemics, Ford always quickly pivoted. We made the tanks and the bombers and the masks and the ventilators and the shields. We even helped build Mission Control in Houston to win the race to the moon. It was the same year we started production right here at KTP, 1969. Ford's been in America for over 120 years. There are a lot cheaper places to do business, no doubt about it, but that is not who we are as a company. We never left America. And I think it's important to talk about that because I'm sure there are a lot of Americans who really don't know that or aren't aware. Our F-Series is not just the best-selling vehicle in the country, it's the #1 American-built consumer product. #1 in the world. And we're going to invest in America, and we're going to expand in America. just like us investing $500 million in the new Expedition and Navigator that you're going to see. Imagine if the companies who import all the vehicles in the US treated American manufacturing like Ford. Half of the US industry, 8 million vehicles, get imported through our ports. If the other companies acted like Ford, there'd be more than 500,000 new manufacturing jobs in America. That's how different your company is from our competitors. They're going to put ads on TV, cherry-picking pictures of plants. They're going to make it seem like they're plenty American. Well, I call that America washing. And that's not what we need right now. We need real commitment to our country. More than 80% of all the vehicles that we sell in the US are assembled in America at Ford. We are the #1 exporter in our country. So the actual percentage is much higher than 80%. If each of our competitors matched Ford's commitment to manufacturing in America, we would be manufacturing 4 million more vehicles every single year in our country. Imagine what that would do to our country. What a job stimulus that would be. Now at Ford, we have just under 100,000 people that work in the US. And when we succeed, our impact at Ford is very broad on communities all over this country. Did you know that for this plant to be successful at KTP, there are 10 other Ford plants building other things across our country? That's the scale of Ford. Our commitment to America supports almost 1 million indirect jobs in the broader economy, including 3,000 dealers, 500 suppliers, that collectively are another 300,000 people. If our competition matched Ford and moved assembly production back to the US at our levels, that would be equivalent of producing 15 new auto plants in the US. That's the difference. As I said, that would mean hundreds of thousands of new jobs in our country. Now that is what real commitments look like, not advertising. That's why we are constantly communicating to the Trump administration these last few weeks to help secure a trade policy that supports growth and doesn't contradict our industry. We share the president's vision for a strong domestic auto industry. The changes this week on tariff plans will help ease the impact on tariffs for automakers, suppliers, and consumers. But this is what we really care about. We need to continue to work closely with the administration on a comprehensive set of policies to support our shared vision of that healthy and growing auto industry. And we are not there yet. We must keep working until those 15 new assembly plants are built in our country by our competitors, and all those jobs land for all those communities. It is essential that we have policies to encourage exports as well. So many of the vehicles we build here are exported around the globe. Shouldn't we get credit for that? Those are American jobs. And we have to keep working on affordable parts to ensure that those supply chains promote domestic growth and affordable vehicles in our country. And getting all this right between trade policy that promotes growth for the US auto sector and the policy that limits US production. Now, I want to focus on the great new product that we're launching here. The F-Series Super Duty, you make here is the backbone of work in America. Every work site, every ranch, every mining operation, every construction crew. The people who build America don't leave home without a Super Duty. And they have all of you to thank. So if you don't mind, take a minute out, turn to the person next to you, and thank you for what they do every day. Go ahead. Shake hands, hug. Even the media guys, you can shake each other's hand. Yeah, there we go. All right, I love it. All right, I lost control of the audience. I'm sorry. The Expedition and the Navigator move families in safety and style, and they're just as important as Super Duty. These are the greatest SUVs we've ever made. They're smart, and they're tough, and they're versatile, and they're packed with all new features. We have definitely made quality job one on the new Expedition Navigator. Thank you, Bryce. Thank you to the plant team for making quality and safety the top priority. We never can let our customers down. The new Expedition rolls off the line today is the product of a lot of hard work and skills of tens of thousands of people. Think about the designers and the clay modelers up in Dearborn who sculpted the product. Thousands of engineers in Dearborn who developed the rugged new Tremor. That Tremor looks awesome, by the way, and invented that new split tailgate. All the software engineers in Michigan and California that created that beautiful coast-to-coast screen and all the digital experience that goes with it. The hundreds of suppliers across our country, and most of all 9,000 people that are here, thank you so much. Our first customers are telling us that they already love the new Expedition. They love the technology, the split gate, the new Tremor, the capability that that vehicle offers. Our early momentum is very strong on these vehicles. They're only sitting on the lot for a few days. So let me leave you with this. The most important thing is the people we all serve. The people that rely on these products day in and day out. That's what makes this all work. From the workers who build our roads and bridges, the first responders keeping us safe, and to the families that making a road trip this summer. For 120 years, Ford has been there for all those customers. It's why we were the first to help get America through the uncertain time by offering employee pricing for everyone before any of the other companies did it. We call it From America, for America. Now, I've seen a lot of ad campaigns in my life, but this campaign has struck a chord with Americans because customers know Ford is there when it counts. So we decided today, right now, to extend our employee pricing all the way through the 4th of July weekend for our customers. Our commitment to people also extends to our hardworking team. People who know the impact that a good job, like you heard from their personal stories, a good job at Ford can change the life of a family for generations. You want to see the promise of what American manufacturing can be? What it looks like to be a different kind of company like Ford? I'm so proud of this team because you can see all that right here at this plant. Can you give yourselves a huge round of applause for getting us ready for this launch? All right, you guys, are you ready? You ready to see the vehicle? Ready to watch it? Roll off the assembly line from America, for America. Here you go.
Good afternoon, everyone. As we get going today, we just want to make sure you know there is extended lunchtime today, so stick around. We have a few more minutes for you. My name is Adrian Aguirre, and I'm the Chief Program Engineer for Expedition.
And I'm Claire Yarmack, Quality Manager at Kentucky Truck Plant.
We are honored to represent the team that designed, engineered, and assembled the all-new Expedition. So let's get into it. Expedition is all about serving families that live big lives. We know these customers, and we know them because we are obsessed with finding out what would make their lives easier and their experiences better. We all have those treasured moments from family road trips and the everyday rides. The all-new 2025 Expedition is designed to make the most of those moments. Let's start with the Ford Splitgate. It combines the best of the traditional SUV liftgate with the cargo management of a pickup truck tailgate. And when it's paired with Expedition's rear cargo management system, it can triple as a shelf, a table, or a seat. And with the new 360-degree lighting, you can host family and friends long after the sun sets. Now, the interior is designed for modern life with features and technologies in every row. A new device holder on the rear front seat lets the passengers easily clip in mobile devices with screens, just like you do today on the back of an airplane seat. And the new sliding center console creates more storage for those up front and a shared space with cup holders for those in the second row. Now, finally, every Expedition comes standard with a new Ford Digital Experience. It has a standard 24-inch panoramic screen that allows customers to stay connected and access their favorite apps and services from Google and Amazon, as well as Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And with a Ford connectivity package, there's Wi-Fi, apps, and maps for everyone, from videos, video games, and video conferencing while you're in park. Now, the paved road can only take you so far, and that's why we've designed the first ever Expedition Tremor, the most capable Expedition we have ever built, with the same high output 3.5-liter EcoBoost engine that we use on the F-150 Raptor. Best in class, 10.6 inches of ground clearance, 33-inch off-road tires, electronic locking rear differential, and Trail one-pedal drive, which combines brakes and accelerator pedal into a single pedal for easily control speeds off-road. Now, bringing to life every element of the new Expedition was a huge privilege, but nobody played a bigger role than the team here at Kentucky Truck Plant. The team put in the work, focusing relentlessly on quality so that our customers could enjoy every feature Expedition has to offer. Now, Claire, I wanted to ask you to share with us, what are we doing to deliver quality on these trucks for our customers?
Thanks, Adrian. Early quality results are right on plan, but that's not a reason to ease up. For this launch, we added 20 additional trained test drivers. We doubled the number of audits, and to prove out and the new tech, we added another 72 feature tests. In total, we added 203 new inspectors for 1,200 additional inspections. Some features, like Splitgate, were tested 5 times before leaving the plant for customer delivery.
Wow, that's amazing. And I get it. Nothing was left to chance here. Now, I want you to tell us a little bit about the artificial intelligence technology that we're using at Kentucky Truck Plant to help take manufacturing to that next level.
We use a system that was invented right here at Ford called MAVES. That stands for Mobile Artificial Intelligence Vision Systems. It runs on everyday smartphones that can be mounted anywhere in the workstation and scans for the tiniest quality issues using AI. They're looking for partial electrical disconnects or incorrect components. And for this launch, we multiplied the number of MAVES cameras installed. When the cameras spot a problem, the part does not move forward, and we prevent defects from advancing through the manufacturing process.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Claire. It is amazing, and I love the way technology and people all came together to deliver best-in-class quality on the 2025 expedition. Now, let's hear from a few of our amazing team members from the Kentucky Truck Plant.
Welcome to Kentucky Truck Plant, the home of the all-new Expedition. The employees here are proud to assemble this SUV designed to help customers stay connected to the people and the moments that matter most.
My name is Kirk. I like to hunt. I like to work on my farm. I'm a team leader on Expedition Frame Line.
My name is Bayard. I like to fish and explore new cities, and I work on the frame line.
My name is Paul. My grandfather is 6. I love making memories with them, and I'm the one that's in charge of seats.
Hi, I'm Greg. I enjoy camping across the United States with my family when I'm not here, and I install the IP panels in U-Trim.
I'm Tony. I'm a proud father of 3, and I'll be the man installing your lettering on your Expedition.
Hi, I'm Rory. I'm a soccer mom, and I work in final inspection.
From our family to yours, we wish you countless adventures with your new Expedition.
What stories will you write?
So before we get started, I know everybody, Adrian said it, so 1 o'clock the lines will start so everybody can enjoy the show. So I'm super proud to be the plant manager here at Kentucky Truck. So one more time, give yourselves a round of applause. Those are the people that make this place go. This is what makes this place so amazing. And the vehicles we send out are so fantastic. You know, I want to take a moment to just thank our union chair, Todd. Outstanding job for everything you do here with the people. Congratulations to all the amazing people right here at KTP for launching the new Expedition Navigator. One more time, give yourselves a round of applause. Because of your fantastic hard work, Expedition vehicles are now shipping to all 50 states from Kentucky Truck Plant. We have built more than 16,000 units, and we are building on a proud tradition here at KTP. Expedition was introduced in 1996. So since then, more than 3 million have been produced, all of them here in the U.S., and since 2009, all here in Kentucky Truck Plant. We also assemble Lincoln Navigator here since 2009. So fast forward this amazing day. This launch took a very dedicated approach and a very systematic approach to our quality and our innovation. As anyone who worked in auto manufacturing can tell you, the launch process can be grueling. A lot of you know that. The days are long, the issues are complex, and the need to trust and teamwork are very, very real. I want to recognize and thank all the employees here at KTP that couldn't be in this section with us, but are watching through live stream, and a lot of them are celebrating their spirit days. So I kind of want to give a shout out to Super Duty Body, Super Duty SUV Paint, SUV Paint Shop, and SUV Body. These are all the amazing employees here at KTP that couldn't be over here with us today. So our people remind us why Ford has been a symbol of American manufacturing power for more than 120 years. I myself, as a third-generation Ford Motor Company employee, I serve plants in the historic Rouge complex in Dearborn, Dearborn, just like my dad and my grandfather, who worked for this amazing company for 40 years. When I moved my family here to Kentucky in 19, I was excited to put down roots in this community and call this place home. Ford has shown up for our communities and its partners for more than a century in good times and in bad. And as Bill Ford always says, a business can only be as strong as the community in which it operates. Today, we have a very few special guests who are also know something about building an amazing community. Please join me in welcoming
Rob Locke and Leslie Woods, Chief Executive Officer and Chief Program Officer for Habitat for Humanity of Metro Louisville. Okay, it's my great honor on behalf of the Ford Community Relations to present you with this 2025 Ford Expedition Active Max. We're also proud to announce something else. So we plan on announcing a $25,000 donation for Habitat to Humanity to support your efforts in building a stronger, more resilient community. So for a second, Todd Ashton, our Assistant Plant Manager, would like to present you the check for $25,000. There you go. Awesome. So thank you for everything you guys do to transform lives and help families here in Kentucky. Stay tuned, everybody. There's lots more to come in collaboration between Ford and Habitat for Humanity. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Outstanding. All right. And thank you once again to all the hardworking men and women at Kentucky Truck Plant and Ford manufacturing facilities and their American suppliers across the U.S. for all that they do to bring the 2025 Expedition, the 2025 Navigator, and our very own Super Duty back here to our customers. You should all be proud of the work you've done, and we're here to honor you all today. And thank you, guests, for joining us at Kentucky Truck Plant. Those on live stream to celebrate American manufacturing right here in the heartland. Let's go, Kentucky Truck. KTP proud.